Good morning. It is Monday morning, September 16th. Getting ahead of myself. I am starting just a few minutes early because I have to get a move on to the airport and pretty soon. So I wanted to fit my Monday morning manifesting in though before I left, because once I leave, I am going to be in airports all day. So as you can see behind me, I am not in my normal place. I am in South Carolina right now. I'm on Hilton Head Island, and it is freaking gorgeous here. And if you are on and watching me, let me know if you can hear me, because sometimes I have sound issues. I don't know why. So if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. So if you don't know, I'm in South Carolina because I spoke this weekend at the Moms on Fire retreat in Hilton Head, and it was awesome. So I did a 5-hour workshop on manifesting. So it was like intensive manifesting all day long. It was super awesome. Okay, so what I want to talk about today, remember my topic is bringing order to your chaos. And thank you for the thumbs up. I'm glad you guys can hear me. So I've been, of course, studying about order and chaos, and I found some really interesting things that I could actually relate to myself, and I was like, oh dang, yeah, that's totally me. Because as you guys know, I'm doing this topic because I am struggling with chaos myself. Oh man, there's a lot of skeeters here. So the thing I learned, which is super awesome, is that a lot of us are literally addicted to chaos. And when you're addicted to chaos, you can't get your stuff cleaned up. You can't get your stuff organized because it's just it's not what you need. It's what you need, but it's not your immediate need. And so if you watched last week, I gave you a homework assignment to do, and that was to make a list of where you experience the most chaos, and then make a list of what would happen if that chaos were gone and suddenly it were orderly and everything was cleaned up and calm and quiet and normal, and what would happen then. And whatever it is that happens then is the thing you're scared of, and that's why you're not getting organized. That's why you're not getting rid of your chaos, because whatever that thing is that happens when you do is too scary. It's something you don't actually want, or you do want it consciously, but subconsciously you're terrified of it. Okay, so hopefully you guys did that homework. If you did, I would love to see some comments on what you found out your fear was. What are you scared of? What are you scared of accomplishing or having or experiencing if you get everything cleaned up? So if you did that homework, please comment what your answer was. This is not my pool. I am staying at a vacation rental in South Carolina right now. And that is the pool that came with the vacation rental. And right there is the ocean. If you watch I had a live on, I think Thursday maybe. I did a live where I walked from here to the ocean to show how close it was. It's like literally right there. So go watch my ocean video. It's awesome. Anyway, sorry, squirrel. So if you didn't do the homework, go ahead and do it, because I think it would be really interesting for you to find out what it is you're scared of. What's the thing that's keeping you in chaos? Because you know what? You can't solve something if you don't know what it is. You can't figure out where you need to go if you can't figure out where you are now. So do that homework if you haven't yet. So I read an article about chaos and why so many people get caught in chaos and repeat it over and over again. And So what I found was that a lot of people are literally addicted to chaos, just like they would be addicted to drugs or alcohol or anything. So chaos can be a very strong addiction. And the reason we can get addicted to chaos starts, of course, when we're young. If you grow up in a family where there is a lot of chaos, and what that means is like you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like you can never just be calm and peaceful and know that everything's going to be fine for like the next month or whatever, because your family's just not like that. There's always some dramatic incident every day. There's always screaming or yelling or something drama happening, like literally every day or every other day, so super frequently. And so we get used to chaos being the normal. So our normal is chaos. So when you grow up in a family like that, you develop an addiction to things being crazy. And when things get calm and normal and nothing's happening, there's no drama, then that actually produces more anxiety than the drama and the chaos. So you will find yourself creating chaos in order to deal with the anxiety, because anxiety is really hard to deal with, especially if you're not consciously trying to manage it. When it's just coming from nowhere, you're going to find very dysfunctional ways to deal with it and to distract yourself. And that's what chaos does. Creating chaos and disorder and messes in your life keeps you from having to feel the anxiety of peace and quiet, because peace and quiet is dangerous to you. Peace and quiet means there's just something lurking. There's something waiting to explode in your life. There's some horrible drama coming. And as soon as you put your guard down, it's going to show up. And while that's not true for people who are not addicted to chaos, if you are addicted to chaos, you're going to manifest it. So it wouldn't be true if you didn't need it to be true. If you didn't subconsciously believe that your life has to always be in chaos, because it always has been in chaos. So if you've got chaos in your life, you are manifesting it. If you've got a lot of drama in your life, you are manifesting it. If you have a big mess and you don't know what to do with it, you are manifesting it. And if you cleaned up that mess, you would have major anxiety. Because without the mess there, without the drama that causes and the uncertainty that it causes, suddenly you're waiting for the other shoe to drop again. And that causes way more anxiety than having a mess in your house, or a mess in your schedule, or a mess in your weight, or a mess in your money. So I thought that was super interesting, and I totally relate. I grew up very chaotic. My family was very chaotic. We had my parents divorced when I was 11, and up until that time, it was like a ticking time bomb. Like I never knew when the explosion would happen, but there was always explosions. They came quite frequently, always totally unexpectedly. I never knew when my one parent that explodes a lot was going to explode. I had no idea. And so I spent my entire age 1 to 11 walking on eggshells. And that's the most crucial time of your life, like ages 1 to 8. That's when everything is, birth to 8. That's when all your stuff is formed. That's when all of your subconscious mind is filled up with all your limiting beliefs. Most of them happen before age 8. So I can totally see it in my own life. I lived with emotional chaos. And so if things in my life And by things, I mean my house. If my house were to get completely clean and orderly and decluttered, and my goal is a Parade of Homes house. That's my goal. I want my house to look like a Parade of Homes house, and to always be that way. So if my house reached that state, I would be filled with anxiety, because there's no drama of the clutter that like gets me so riled up and so upset, and fills me with distress and upset. If I didn't have that, everything would be calm and quiet, and I would constantly be waiting for the other shoe to drop. So I think that was super super helpful, super revealing. And I mean, I know it's going to help me, because now I can work on the anxiety of things going well. And if you guys have done the Tony Robbins Driving Force quiz, you can look at your result and apply it to this and see, what's your driving force. If your driving force is certainty, then you're probably not a person that has to deal with clutter, or you're not a person that has to deal with debt, or you're not a person that has to deal with a lot of drama in your life, because that does not drive you. So you won't unconsciously manifest it. And this is really weird. I took mine, and originally it was significance. And I had everybody take it again this weekend at my retreat. I'm pointing into the house right there. During the retreat this weekend, I had people take the test. So I took it over again, and mine has changed, which was super weird. Mine changed from significance to uncertainty. What? I was just like, seriously? Like, I'm totally trying to get control of the clutter in my life in the 3 areas, and my driving force has shifted to uncertainty. And I was like, dude, my subconscious is just like, it's all out war on me right now. That has actually also shifted my driving force. I was so mad when I read that. So maybe do your quiz if you haven't done it for a while, or if you've never done it. It's the Tony Robbins Driving Force quiz. So go look it up, take the quiz. There's 6 forces that rule all of us, but there's one stronger than the other 5. And we will do anything to fill that need, no matter how dysfunctional. And we do it subconsciously. And so if you take that quiz, see what yours is. If you're really struggling with drama in your life, then uncertainty might be your driving force. That would be really interesting. But the driving forces are certainty, uncertainty, love or connection, significance, learning and growing, and giving back. So those are the 6 driving forces. And most people don't reach level 5 or 6, and they're not levels, like they don't go in order, but it is kind of separated into the first 4 and the last 2. The last 2 are kind of like a higher level, like you've leveled up your life a little bit. So when your driving force is to learn and grow or to give back, that's a sign that you've leveled up in your life. But the other 4 are not in any kind of order. But you need certainty and uncertainty both in your life. But if uncertainty is your driving force right now, which it is mine, and I do not like that, then clutter is going to show up. Chaos is going to show up. Debt is going to show up. Things that you don't like are going to show up. So go take that quiz. It's really interesting. If you didn't do last week's homework, I suggest that you do it, because until you resolve the thing that's keeping the chaos from happening in your life, you're never going to overcome it. So do the homework from last week. I think it's really important that get done. And I know I don't ever give homework in Monday Morning Manifesting. Last week was the first time I ever did it. But I feel really strongly that you guys need to do it. So please do it if you have not yet done it. I posted it in the group, so it's up there if you want to go read it. Let me see. Anything else I need to tell you about chaos? I can't think of anything in the moment. So ways to overcome it. If the anxiety of getting what you want, of things being calm, is too much for you, there are things you can do. And well, I can think of two things you could do. You could meditate more, clear your mind, and meditate every day. Like even like just 3 minutes would be awesome. And second is get out into nature, because nature is very cleansing. Nature just kind of soaks up your negative energy, like through the trees and through the dirt. It just can't help it. It just kind of reaches out and cleans you of your negative energy. So try to get out into nature as much as you can. Once a day, if you can, would be awesome. And as you do that, your anxiety will lessen, because the buildup of negative energy in your body will be cleared out if you go out into nature. I thought that was crazy when I first heard it. I was like, that's not going to help anything. That's stupid. Because our mentor had us do it. And we started doing it anyway. And oh my gosh, like the difference is amazing. It actually kind of shocked me that it was so effective in releasing anxiety. And when I got here, the day I got here to South Carolina, I traveled all day. I was a little stressed out. And, I had some anxiety about, being away from my family for 5 days. I mean, that's a long time. And, I have a lot of speaking engagements in the next 3 months. And I, just, the thought of all those coming up and everything. So I was feeling a little anxious. So when I got here, I got unpacked. I went to dinner and stuff. And then I went outside and I walked down to the ocean. And it was like, I could just feel it like sucking all the negative out. And it was so much stronger than the river, because Lynn and I like to go down to the river and do our walks. And it works. It works to go down to the river, but man, it was so much stronger at the ocean. It was crazy. The ocean's really powerful for clearing negative energy. And I know most of you live in Utah and there's no ocean anywhere near us. So, go out to nature, find a river, maybe go to a waterfall. I bet Bridalveil Falls would probably have a greater effect than just a river. I don't know. But go out into nature and let it clear your negative energy. It's really awesome. So that is my chaos to order topic for today. And I just want to tell you guys some things. Again, I like to tell you what I'm doing. Of course, if you are interested in the Kingdom Organizer, that the thing that Richard Paul Evans is doing, we have another in-person meeting Wednesday night. Is today Monday? Yeah, today's Monday because I'm doing this. So in 2 days, Wednesday night in Murray, Utah. Every one of these meetings just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I know pretty soon we're not going to be able to meet there anymore because we won't all fit. But if we take out the tables and only do chairs, it can fit up to 500 people. Last week it was like standing room only, and then we had to move to Salt Lake Community College for the big live meeting. So anyway, come to that if you want to hear more about it. There's no obligation. you show up, you learn what it's all about, you can sign up or you can just not sign up. It doesn't matter. But if you're interested in that, come check it out because he is doing only 1,000 um, Cornerstone affiliates. That means when he hits 1,000 members, it changes. So right now, everybody that does the Cornerstone affiliate level, which is the first 1,000 people, you get a commission for everyone that signs up down 4 levels. After the 1,000 is done, you only get commission down 3 levels. So the difference from 3 levels to 4 levels is ginormous. So if you want in on that, he's running out. I mean, it's filling up really fast, and every week it's like double the people. So there's maybe a month left before the 1,000 are filled up. So if you want to come to that meeting, it is live. You can meet Richard Paul Evans. I'll be there. It's Wednesday night in Murray, Utah. If you want to know like what time and the address, just comment. And I'll also post a thing in the group later, maybe later today. We'll see how much time I have between airports and stuff. Another thing, you guys, I have a private coaching program for people that want to be influencers on Facebook and really turn Facebook into a sales funnel. And I have realized there's another side to what people need. And so I've developed like a version 2.0 kind of this program that's more for people that want to become, they want to focus more on becoming speakers or influencers in the world, like people that want to like change legislation, people that want to like literally change the world. And so it's got some of the components of the other program, but we focus more on it's like figuring out exactly what your big transformation is that you need to make in the world, how you're going to do it. I'll help you write your keynote. Like your keynote's going to be epic and powerful. And I'm going to teach you how to write that so that it is epic and powerful. And I will help you create a coaching program if that's what you need to do to change the world. If it's a coaching program, if it's an online course, I will help you do that. I've made many online courses. It's not that hard. We're going to do tons of belief breakthrough to get over all those fears you guys have of being seen and of people caring what you say. Because I have met so many people that that I know, like I can feel it, I can see it, are supposed to change the world. I've met several people that I know are supposed to change the world. And they're scared. They don't believe it. Like they have this little thought in their head that they're supposed to be doing something big and important. But this much louder voice in their head saying, nobody cares what you have to say. Just shut up and sit down. And so we're going to do a lot of belief breakthrough on that voice so that you start believing the true voice in your head that says you're here to change the world. If you need to write a book, I can help you with that. If you need to make a podcast, which I think everybody does, I'll help you with that. We can create it from scratch. I can even make your graphics for you. Anyway, it's going to be epic. So basically, it's a Embrace Your Inner World Changer program, and I'm calling it Embrace Your Destiny. And it's going to also include a free cruise because I think becoming an international speaker is kind of a huge credit to have to your name, to your resume. And if you go on one of my cruises and speak, and of course I'll give you a speaking spot, then you get to say international speaker after your name. And seriously, that just carries so much more weight than, oh man, than speaker. So the program will be, it's 3 months or 6 months. You can choose. I know some people can't do weekly stuff. They'd rather do every other week, because I do give a lot of homework. We do a lot of stuff. So I'm thinking maybe a 6-month program, but we do our big coaching sessions every other week so that you have 2 weeks to do all the stuff I'm going to give you. And then we'll have regular accountability check-ins, regular belief breakthroughs. And then you come on the cruise of your choice, because I have 3 a year right now, and I'm getting ready to have 5 a year. So you come on the cruise of your choice, and you give your keynote that I help you write on the cruise. And then you are an international speaker, which will give you a ton of credit to your, whatever it is, to your message, to your mission, to your purpose in life. So that is going to be Embrace Your Destiny. It's going to be $5,000 for you guys. 6 months, $5,000. Whoops. A free cruise. And you speak on my cruise. You become a keynote speaker and an international speaker. If you guys want to get on the phone about this with me, we can talk about, what you want to do, where you feel yourself changing the world, what area. We can talk about pricing, payment options, anything you need to talk about. So get on my calendar if you want to talk about that, calendly.com/Kelly Walker, or comment or message me, and we'll have a meeting. We'll have a call, free call. Let's see, that's about it. I need to head off to the airport soon. So please do that homework. Post that you did your homework. You don't have to post what you came up with if you are embarrassed or, feel like it's too personal or whatever. But post whether you did it, because I want to know that you did it and that you're going to work on resolving the clutter in your life and the chaos in your life so that you can actually get out there and make the difference you are meant to be making in the world. All right. So comment if you want to talk about any of the stuff, the Richard Paul Evans thing on Wednesday, either version of my private coaching, the Facebook funnel side or the Change the World side, both with a cruise, both you become international speaker. And I will answer you back and get on my calendar. Okay. So you guys have an awesome day, and I'm going to go finish packing and head off to the airport, and I'll see you all soon. Hopefully I'll see lots of you Wednesday night. All right. Have a great day, you guys. Bye. Do your homework.